But what caught my attention, it's something crazy that you did. It's about Mr. Bean.
I knew it, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Bean, he's one of the biggest comedians in our era. And he had this famous video where he was like drumming in the air. And you picked up on that.
Oh, I'll tell you how the idea came to me. I started receiving a lot of DMs from people about a video of Mr. Bean playing the air drumming. I need to create something out of it. So what you don't see, let's see it. And this is when I decided to play under it. You know, a drummer, sometimes you see in an airport, someone waiting for his flight. You see someone doing this outside. You know that there's a drummer. And so when I saw that video, I said to myself, like, Patrick, you have to do something about it.
Imagine an engineer, he just give up his studies for I don't know how many years, just for the love of music and specifically drums. I love drums myself, they're hypnotic. But when I heard the story of this gentleman called Patrick, who's with me, hi Patrick.
Hi Walid,
I was shocked. We're gonna know more about Patrick because it's literally a very interesting story. Patrick.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction, Walid.
Welcome, brother. Welcome. Thank you for being here, and thank you for also coming to the event, Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival. Yeah. I mean, we need more people like you. So
that's kind of you. Thank you. Thank you for hosting me and for the SEF for hosting us as well.
Amazing. Patrick, look, briefly, just give a quick introduction about yourself, specifically the part of your life where you were studying or engineering and all of that, but you said, no, I don't want to do this. I want to go and play music, do drums.
Okay.
Just introduce yourself around that segment of your life.
Okay, I'll try to be as brief as possible. So first of all, I was learning the drums when I was in school. And I come from a family of engineers, so we're almost all engineers in the family. So studying engineering in university was our top priority by nature, let's say. And this is when I decided to study as well engineering. I studied industrial engineering. And when I finished school, this is when I finished my studies in drums. So I went to university where I started studying engineering, and at the same time I received a call from the school that I used to be a student at to teach drums after school. And if you know the paycheck back at the time, it was maybe nothing, like not even my transportation, but still I took it because I really, really love that experience and I want to experience it. So this is when I decided to start teaching. And it started growing. I'm not going to go into details, but it started growing while I was studying engineering at the university, where I reached a point where I was almost teaching 7 days a week.
Wow.
While studying engineering that I finished in 4 years. So I graduated as an engineer. I studied Bachelor of Engineering in Industrial in 4 years, which is quite fast. So I don't know how I managed to do it while teaching 7 days a week, but it happened. And this is when I got my first offer in my field as an engineer. And I kept on teaching at the same time. And this is when I discovered that I don't want to work in the engineering field. Yeah. I just want to enjoy my music and but it wasn't an easy decision, but still I took it.
Okay, you said it was not an easy decision. Well, because we're both Arabs, I'm Algerian, you're Lebanese. It's almost the same, especially Lebanese and Algerian is a little bit of francophonic background there.
That's true.
I'm sure that the family was the first obstacle. Like, how come, especially your family, they're all engineers and it's like a family tradition. How was that?
That's the thing. I am super lucky because that's the opposite for me.
Oh.
So what happened is that because I was teaching 7 days a week, and every place I go to and teach started with a very few number of students, and then suddenly it becomes like a thing there and everybody wants to take classes with me. So there was a pattern. Yeah. I started a new school. They only had 2 to 3 students. Then after a couple of months, it becomes a full section of almost 30 and 35 students. And all I teach private only. Like it means one-on-one. There's no group classes. So every place I go to, it was the same thing.
It was your calling.
Then there was something in front of my eyes that I was missing. And my father is an entrepreneur. He knows these things and he felt it. And he saw that pattern as well. And he was very open to the idea. He told me, let's draw a plan together and we see how things go. And I actually drew a plan and it made sense to us. And he told me, you know what? You'll never know if you don't try. And this is when it's like someone gave, like the most important person, the parents, giving you the green light. Can you imagine that?
What's the name of your father?
Joseph.
Joseph, thank you for doing that. Man.
And my mom,
Thanks
don't forget my mom as well, Mirai.
His mom, don't be jealous, but he talked about Joseph, huh?
But to be honest, and this is when I said to myself, because they were so open about it, I cannot let them down.
Wow. I'm amazed because I was expecting that the parents would be like, come on, Patrick, we are all engineers. How drums you want to do? But also your father, he's a businessman, so he's smart. He saw that there is demand. There is demand. And I don't think you meet everyday drum instructors or drum teachers. Like I never you're the first person who teach drums that I met in my life. Which is good, you know what I mean? But I want to ask you about social media back then. Did you start the social media back then?
At all. I first had my first Instagram in 2018. I was that late. Like
okay. But the drumming teaching, the teacher journey of in drums, when it started specifically?
It started in 2012.
Wow.
But
2012.
So I had, and honestly, I started at 2011, but this is when I used to teach in my own house, in my parents' house.
It was like a freelancing.
Not freelancing, almost. But students from the neighborhood used to come, and my mom taking care of the parents waiting in the salon.
Yeah, and then they hear.
Can you imagine that? This is when it actually started. So I had a good 6-7 years before even going into the world of social media.
Okay, so before the world of social media, you were already the it person for the drumming teacher. You were known as the drum teacher in your region.
Offline. Yeah. But word of mouth, you know how
word
important
of mouth is the
that
strongest marketing tool. And it will be always the strongest marketing tool. Nothing will beat word of mouth, I don't think.
So true.
But yeah, you started on solid grounds. So now then the Instagram happened and all of that. And I know in Lebanon, especially lately, things started to get a little bit tough. When it started to become tough, were you back then in Lebanon?
Oh, that's a good question. So I will go a little bit to 2017. Mm-hmm. After teaching in so many schools and big centers, even I was giving classes after school in a university in Lebanon. This is when I talked to my brother and my parents, and I told them that we need to open a school. And this is when my brother came on board, and we opened our first school.
So it was drum schools or musical school?
It was a music school because my brother, Patrick Abdo, he's a guitarist, he's a singer, DJ, a composer. He's a multi-instrumentalist, and he has songs on all music platforms.
Wow. So you and your brother, you broke the curse of engineers in the family. Like you were like the black sheep.
Even him, he's an engineer, by the way, but he still practices engineering. He's a civil engineer.
Okay.
And he's very good at what he does. But also music. That's the best thing. When you do something you love so much, this is when it gives you the way, let's say. Like it helps you take the right decisions. It's not, at one point, it wasn't us taking the decisions. It was there.
Like, it was just destiny. It was God or the universe craving like fixing the path for you. Like the steps, they were given by the universe. You don't know even how it's happening, but it's just happening.
This is how you start. You start by being proactive, pushing to a point where things start coming to you.
It will just fly,
And then when things come to you, you just have to follow your gut as well.
Your gut, your hinge or hunch or whatever they call it. But then I really know, like in your path, the obstacle that Lebanon went through, like the last few years, is there was that explosion first of all, and things they were a little bit mellow. Like how did you survive, or how did you navigate that period?
That's the thing. Luckily, we were able to open in 2017. That was way before all of these things happened in Lebanon. So we had good time to build a brand and a name. And we were actually growing. But then in 2019, an economical crisis hit Lebanon. And after it, Corona came. And after it, the explosion. Just imagine how many things happened. But if you look at things, you just have to... Things already happened.
Yeah.
You cannot go back anymore.
Of course.
You just have to look forward and to see what's next. I took these things as a sign to try to expand outside the country.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm someone that loves Lebanon, and what my parents built, from a restaurant to a wedding venue to cold stores to an agricultural company, it was all in Lebanon. So it was like a wake-up call that you have to check what's there outside of Lebanon. And this is where we started planning to move. We didn't know back at the time where to move. Yeah. If we need to go to Dubai, to Saudi Arabia. But after talking with the lawyers and everything, we have decided to come to Dubai.
Amazing.
And honestly, it was the best decision we have done in our life so far.
Amazing.
It changed everything.
Okay, so you picked Dubai because it's growing, it's booming, and you were not just it was not just art or music, it was also a business. And I'm sure that the e-commerce and all of that, the scalability techniques that we have nowadays helps you a lot. But if we talk about Dubai and the music culture here, do you think it's growing? What do you think? Because you are one of the contributors in that culture now that you are in Dubai. What you can say about the culture of music in the UAE and Dubai?
It's one of the best places in the world to grow your art in. But you have to know that it's very competitive as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, very competitive. By the second, you have new people coming in from all over the world. So if you're in Lebanon, you're only competing with Lebanese mainly. In Dubai, you're competing with the world because you have, I think, more than 120 nationalities in Dubai.
Yeah.
So if someone is really good, let's say in a certain country, in their line of business, they know that Dubai is booming and there's a lot of work. They decide to open a branch in Dubai. And this is what happens in the music industry. So everyone that is strong in their country, they try and come open a branch in Dubai. So imagine how tough it is here.
Of course.
But standards are very high here. So if you're a hard worker, smart, you can take this as an advantage to raise your standards up to the international level and take it to the world. And this is what we did. So what we built in Dubai is in Dubai and around the world as well.
Amazing. So, Patrick, you guys now, as I know, are you a school in terms of physically you are teaching people, and additionally you are scaling through online courses like in Udemy and other platforms.
Oh, you already know that.
Of course. Yeah. So basically, there is an e-commerce way to scale your courses and all of that, and also there is the organic way to do it, where people, they meet you in your school with your instructors and they go through courses. Yeah. So it's now we're talking a little bit business. Yeah. Between those two business models, which one is scaling fast?
Oh, that's a very good question. Now with social media, let's say they're working together. But before getting our 1 minute of fame on social media, it was definitely the physical that was way faster than the social.
The social or the digital.
The digital world. But I can tell you one thing is that you need both.
You need both, huh?
You need both.
You will never stop doing the physical or the organic way of teaching. You will always keep that, because there's a little bit of passion involved in it.
That's 100%.
But do you think your numbers will scale faster in the digital world?
Yeah, that's definitely.
Especially because of social media as well.
That's
It will help. I know you have 500k followers on Instagram, and that's just one platform, which is for someone. Well, the riches are in the niches. This is what we say in the social media world. I mean, who knows that in the drumming niche there is? I love drums. I like rock and roll, and what cut my ear when I'm listening to a song is always the drums.
The rhythm.
I like the rhythm of the drums. I can when I'm watching a band, I'm looking at the drummer. I don't look at who's singing. I'm just looking at the drummer because I love it. But I was never thinking that there will be someone who have a niche. I never seen that before. I'm sure there is, but I never seen drummers. The only drummer I used to watch is the guy from Blink 182.
Travis. Travis Scott.
Yeah. Travis something, yeah, he's amazing.
I think, yeah.
There is another Travis Scott, if I'm not wrong.
Maybe,
Yeah,
but
anyway, I love the way
he.
and then I was like, okay, there's this guy Patrick is also doing it, and you are doing it in such a funny way and a cool way where you bring one of your students and they're good, you know. But what caught my attention, it's something crazy that you did. That was so because. It's about Mr. Bean.
I knew it, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Bean, he's one of the biggest comedians in our era. And he had this famous video where he was like drumming in the air. And I thought he was just like doing whatever. I didn't know he was literally drumming. 100%. And you picked up on that. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Oh, I'll tell you how the idea came to me. I started receiving a lot of DMs from people about a video of Mr. Bean playing the air drumming.
Yeah, air drumming.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
So I didn't receive one message or 10 or 20, maybe more than 100 messages about that same video of Mr. Bean air drumming. And I said, like, there is something behind this. So if this video is showing to everyone, I need to create something out of it. Mm-hmm. And so what you don't see, let's see it. And this is when I decided to play under it.
Okay, but when you saw the video the first time of him playing, did you knew it's a proper...
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy.
You can catch it like this because you know a drummer, sometimes you see in an airport, someone waiting for his flight, you see someone doing this outside. You know that they're a drummer. And we have a funny way of thinking, you know, like... We don't live in our own world, but we are, in general, positive people.
Yeah.
Energetic
as well, yeah.
And emotional. So when I saw that video, I said to myself, like, Patrick, you have to do something about it. Mm-hmm. I watched it 3 times and another 2 times on my way to the studio. So in total, I watched it 5 times. Mm-hmm. A video of 1.5 minutes.
You were not driving?
I was driving, but I was listening to the video. Like, no. To be very honest, I wasn't looking. That's why I said 3 times. And then
you had to repeat it.
Because basically it's like me literally watching it for 3 times. And the last 2 were me hearing it along the way.
Yeah.
And I went to the video. I literally had maybe 45 minutes to film it because I had to go back because I had lunch.
Okay.
And in 45 minutes... I only did it 5 times, like 5 takes. 5 takes. And it was done. I took the video and went to my lunch. And after, when we edited the video, we had both videos in one screen.
Mr. Bean in the top and you were in the bottom. Yeah.
I was shocked.
Me too. It's shocking, man. Like,
I didn't expect me to follow him exactly like at every step of the video. It was insane. And what's even more crazy than this, the actual video of Mr. Bean is almost 5.5 minutes. Wow. So I only took 1.5 minutes and I felt like Mr. Bean is one of the most talented people in the world.
He's a drummer.
He can do it for 5.5 minutes without doing one single mistake.
And it was an air drum.
Air drumming.
Guys, Mr. Bean, he's a drummer. That's his secret.
I think so. I have never seen him on the drums, but...
No, but you know why I knew? Because I was watching, I said, no, maybe Patrick, he's making a logical notes out of it. I thought maybe Mr. Bean, he's just fluffing and you are making it like, and then there was the bottle. And when you took the bottle and opened it like, and then you were starting playing with the bottle, I knew that Mr. Bean, he was listening to what he was playing when he was doing the air drumming, and you picked up on that and you gave Mr. Bean you gave that air drumming a track out of it. You make a track out of it.
What was missing on purpose.
Exactly. You gave it a sound, a voice.
That's it.
Man, that was smart. That was smart, and I also like the fact that majority or maybe 90% of your content is not you drumming. It's someone you taught, someone, one of your students coming there, and you're like this. Like, oh, it's like coaching, like basketball, but it's actually drumming.
I became famous in drumming without touching the drums.
Wow.
But I don't like to use the word famous, but I was known.
Bro, you're famous.
No.
It's okay. I love this word.
What is fame, man? You know,
fame is known.
It's like, this is a better way of saying it. So I was known to being a drummer without touching the drums.
Wow, which is crazy. Yeah, which is crazy. Amazing. Okay, I want to ask you something. And this is something that I'm very passionate about. You know, in Dubai or UAE, I would say all the GCC countries, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi is coming. Yeah, this group of countries. I feel like something big is happening here. It's still new. Like, I feel like civilization is moving here. It's emigrating as well. It's leaving the US and the West because it's a lot of problems there. I wish they will be sorted. And civilization is like, okay, this place is good for me to settle. And because it's the beginning, culture is being built here. You know, and when we talk about culture, we talk about arts. And for example, me, I'm from a filming background. I'm starting to shoot short films. That's what I'm passionate about. I write scripts. Nice. And you know, you meet these new actors coming from other countries, new directors coming from other countries, and there is a small filming community starting to grow. I want to be a big part of it. I want to be one of the big players in it, because after 10 years it will be huge.
And I can tell you're really good at it without even knowing, because you are very passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
The way you talk, it shows, man.
Thank you, Patrick.
Shows,
Same thing. So I love to talk about passion with passionate people. So if we talk, this is filming, right? If you talk about music, I know some rappers, they're made here, born and brought up here. They're very good. There's a rap crowd, for example. But if we want to talk generally about music, how do you see that culture of music growing here? Are we going to have stars that are recognized worldwide coming from this region?
Definitely. We already have. You don't forget about Hussein Al-Jasmi.
Yes, Hussein Al-Jasmi, yeah.
You already have successful people being born and raised.
But you know what's the example? I give you an example. You know that there is this Egyptian band. I always forget their names. Oh my God.
Egyptian.
Karaoke, sorry. So I'm talking about this type of band music, like mainstream.
If we're going to have a band from Dubai, same as Karaoke or...
yeah, not Dubai. I would say the region.
Yeah,
UAE,
GCC.
Saudi,
GCC.
Karaoke, let's say Karaoke is including us as well. It's us. But they're not worldwide. Do you think... I mean, I'm sure it's going to happen, but how long do you think it will take us to have our first huge musician coming from here that the whole world celebrates? Like we celebrate Jay-Z's and Beyonce's and all of these things.
That's a good question. I think at any moment, I think there are already some people getting known, but we still don't know about them. But if not, you will hear very soon, because again, standards here are very high.
Yeah. And talking about, there is something I just remember now. There's AB Talks. He had an interview with this Palestinian lady. What's her name? She had a song with the Coldplay. Eliana. So that's what I'm talking about. When you see her, she's from near to our region. And I really want one day for this to happen. And also I want us to have from this region, we'll have the biggest new film, the biggest new series, because we are ready for it.
Definitely. I'm telling you, at any moment, because again, standards are very high and innovation is very fast here.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if every culture that were known for something in their region, they come and build it here as well. Others are learning.
Of course.
So this is when you're always up to date with everything going on in the world.
Yeah, it's a melting pot. Yeah, it's a melting pot.
It's crazy how fast paced this region is. It's unbelievable and I love it. But I'm telling you, sleepless nights. Because of this, we literally don't sleep. Like last
I can understand this, bro.
You cannot stop.
Yeah.
Again, I don't care about numbers, but it's there. I'm already at a good stage on social media. But again, you look at others, you see others that are way ahead of you. Never about the numbers, but you always think about what's next. In a country like Dubai and like the GCC, you never think about what you have. You think about what to do next.
Yeah.
And this is the best thing any person can always think of in order to grow.
Yeah, this is the best place to be because there is always, you ask yourself, okay, what's next? And there is the environment for you to grow and to do that next step.
You always think about what's next.
Yeah.
I know the comfort zone that I used to have in my country is not something that you need in order to grow. Like, in order to grow, whatever you made in your life and you did is nothing compared to what's coming next. So you always have to think about what's next.
True.
And this is how you evolve.
Okay, we started the podcast talking about a very important thing, which we didn't give it its correct name, which is following your passion, following your dreams. Whatever is you are at, you can be in a field where you can make millions, and your passion, it will give you maybe much less than that, and you stay. You stay and you say, no, I don't want to follow my what will bring money to me. I was about to say the F word. I had to rethink it. So whatever brings money, you can give it up and you can sacrifice it, and you go to run after your dreams. Even you know that you will make much more less, but you still pick it up. A lot of people, they struggle to do this choice. Oh, am I going to choose money or my passion? Even though I know that my passion will not bring me as much. And you can never know. Maybe your passion will bring you 10 million more than...
But you just have to wait.
Yeah, so there is a lot of people that are struggling with this. I think majority of people, they're struggling between following their dreams or their professions. What you can say about that?
Short term versus long term. Short term, definitely, if you have a good degree at university and you go work for a corporate, you will get rewarded really quickly. But on the long run, it will be the same.
You'll be drained as well.
Yeah, you eventually, if you think about it, I don't like to talk about these things because there's no right and wrong. It's your choice. It's everyone's choice. But short term, definitely it's easier to work for a company with a high salary and get rewarded quickly. But you will be drained because if you think about it, someone is buying your time.
Yeah, you're selling your time.
You're selling your time. Versus following your dreams or passion, which I can tell you from now, you might be very lucky and get rewarded really quickly. But I think the majority of the time is not the case. Like it takes some time for you to get rewarded. But there will come a time where one night, everything will change.
And you'll be like, what? You'll be shocked, yeah.
And this is when we talk about long term.
Yeah.
Because this is when you plan, and this is when you keep on growing, and this is where you live all your life, although you'll be working so much.
But you don't feel it as work.
But you don't feel it. You'll be so happy and waiting for the next day. Because work takes a big part of your life.
Yeah, work is your life.
Make sure to choose wisely.
Exactly. It's a very important thing. Because if you work 9 hours a day in something you love, it's a job. You're not working. You're doing what you love.
In something you love, you'll work 16 hours a day.
You want more. Patrick, it was such an amazing conversation I had with you. You have a very kindred soul. I can see. I really
Thank
like
you so
your
much,
energy.
Walid.
I wish also to do another podcast with you
With
back
pleasure,
in
man.
Poddster. I'm happy that Sharjah did this beautiful event and festival, so
I'm
where
so
we
happy
can
to
meet
be
people like you. And also a lot of things are happening in this Emirates, Sharjah. I love it. My family lives here. They love Sharjah as well. I'm happy that this Emirates and this region is growing and it's attracting people like you. And
Thank you so
Patrick,
much, Walid. I'm
you've
so
been-
happy.
you've been checked. This is how we ended in.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I want to thank you for having
Yeah.
me here, man. And I really enjoyed it so much. It
Yeah.
was very smooth, man.
Yeah, I'm a good podcaster.
Definitely.
Thanks, bro. We will do another one.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
gotta be a group discussion with other musicians. All right.